Hello everyone, Brooktician here, and today I'm looking at the LEGO Harry Potter set number 76423, Hogwarts Express in Hogsmeade Station. Now, I was really excited for the set when it was announced just for the train pieces, but I figured I probably should review it before I take it apart. Um, I plan to build my own future Hogwarts Express, try to make it a little bit more accurate to the real life Orton Hall, and I think each Hogwarts Express gets a little bit more closer to, I guess, the perfect one. So I guess let's just get straight into it. Starting off with the engine right here itself. Now, the engine, I think this is the best one we have gotten yet. I love the proportions are actually a lot better. It's still a little bit squashed forward to back, but it's not as tall as the last one was. I won't be comparing the two because I already took the last one apart and I have a review of that one separately already on my channel. But to my biggest complaint with this one, there are no piston rods down here, and it can kind of leave the wheels to kind of get out of line and kind of balance, and nothing you can't really attach them here. You got this one little rod piece to kind of represent that, but overall, yeah, just that there. You got some kind of what I see as root pieces here and here. I was actually wondering what pieces those were. I thought they were new ones, but then I saw I was like, oh, that's what they were. Um, let me just put this back there for now. So the leading wheels here, there's actually kind of a clever way to do it because it's kind of hard with an engine, just kind of give you one solid place to play with it, especially when you don't have track. But if you do have track and you want to run it, you can take the front off here and flip it upside down, and the lead kind of can now swivel and kind of move around on its own and do its own thing. But you lose the lantern rods instead by flipping it down. Of course, that's an easy modification to make it whatever way you want it. I kind of prefer having lamp irons on top, but I'm taking this thing apart anyway and making my own. So there's the engine. Moving down, we have the tender. Tender's a correct shape. The wheels are too close together, so it needs to be elongated. But comparatively to the engine, it's actually about the right height. But yeah, it's kind of a hard game to play with proportions. This thing's covered with stickers. You can see each one. They're mirrored on the other side. Even this up here, where it says Hogwarts Express, is a sticker. And I'm kind of disappointed we didn't get one front big plate this time with this one because it's kind of more iconic for me as a Lego Hogwarts Express. But it is what it is. We do have two coaches, and hopefully I actually put them on the right way. And yes, I did, with this one at least. So let's move in here. So you get four seats in the Hogwarts Express, and it comes across. This one actually first time comes with numbers. Has a little lack of detail plaque there. I feel like they could have done more with it. And my engine's starting to go off the table, so I'm gonna start taking cars apart. So yeah, you can kind of see we have a little bit part of a baggage in there. It doesn't come with any baggage in the set, sadly, and kind of a little bit of detail underneath. It only has two wheels per coach. No, typically there's double bogies with them. And I probably should start looking at the minifigures as we go through. So going back to we have the conductor here, who they kind of put in place as the driver. This is not the same one that comes with in the Ultimate Collector Series Hogwarts Express. This one is actually an older gentleman, more wizened, and he kind of matches what better looks like how he does in the theme parks at least. I do really like the red suit of his and the pocket watch. I really wish I could get more of these, and I kind of want the suit in blue. So, I guess next up here, let's look at Hermione. This is my first time getting the skirt piece, and I have her in this kind of concerned look because I find this look just very cute and it's kind of unique for this minifigure. She does have a more happy alternative face, though. But yeah, I really do like this Hermione. I think we've gotten the torso before. Oops. And got molded multi-molded legs. You can see there, and it goes all the way around. Back printing. Good Hermione. We got to this Harry before, but this time he looks like he has a coin in the Harry Potter world. I can't remember what it's called. There's a dragon on it. Um, Same Harry Potter we got gotten several times before. I think that's a new look for me at least, and it's kind of dopey, at least how I see it. So I kind of keep it with this look. Then we got Ron Weasley with, I guess, a sandwich. I think this is supposed to be his bologna sandwich that he had wrapped up. Same one. We've gotten this before. Worried look there through the alternative face, so that's neat. And surprisingly, let me put this coach back together. Um, we have a second coach, and I thought they were both exactly the same at first, but they're not. This one has a lacking of a window. So, and this one comes apart just like the other one does. There we go. And this one we have Lee Jordan here. First off, I think he's exclusive to the set, at least as of now. Got basically the same robes as the other boys. Uh, kind of more of a worried face, so kind of cool to get him. Except I see this as kind of like the Hobbit hairpiece, but oh well. Then we got Malfoy. Basically, we've got the Malfoy before, kind of almost exact to the other students, except Slytherin, of course, more grumpy face. And lastly, I guess for the train, we got the Trolley Witch. Let me just double check. Is that's actually what she's called on the box? Yep, Trolley Witch. Um, this one is actually slightly different from the one we got in the last Hogwarts Express, I guess, for toys. The other one had gray legs, but otherwise she's almost exactly the same. A little bit more bright printing here on the pink on the torso, and alternative scare face. And I guess while we're on it, we'll take a look at her trolley. The trolley has no wheels, but I can connect that way. You can see the Birdie Bot's favorite beans, the chocolate frog, and a bunch of other kind of brightly colored snacks for the Wizarding World. And I guess real quickly we will go start working on it behind camera as I continue to work on the review. Next up here we have, I guess, the tracks themselves. Now I actually really do appreciate with the tracks that they actually put some kind of pieces and weeds and stuff along it. You got four straight pieces and then these railers. And that just kind of adds so much just to have some detail upon the track instead of just leaving them blank. I know it's kind of a small minor thing, but for me, it just kind of made a world of a difference. So the station does actually connect to the tracks themselves. And one thing that I pointed out with my Lego City train station review is that there was kind of a large gap between um, the platform and the car. You can see this. There is somewhat of a gap there, and the car's rolling away, but it's not nearly as horrendous as the Lego City train station. So I do find this kind of a far superior of um, a station, at least how by default. But let's look at kind of a side build first. We have a sign here, light sign of Hogwarts and Hogsmeade, made up of a bunch of candlesticks going up. So I think it's a pretty good sign. Just want to get out of the way before I forget about it because I'm doomed to forget about it. Okay, let's go to the station. It's the first time in, I think, over a decade, almost 2 decades, that we're actually getting Hogsmeade Station, which is really exciting. I do like this more, I guess, traditional British looking station as it is. We have the station name over here, Hogsmeade, which is great. You can see a little Hagrid poking through the window. Got a good red door. One thing with the red door, it's kind of it's an old door. They had this for a while, but let's take one of the adult minifigures and just kind of put it in front of the door, and like look how big that door is comparatively to the person. It's just huge, really tall. I mean, you can now. It's easier to put figures through the door for play. I understand that, but for scale wise, yeah, that's a little bit of a thing. However, we do have Hagrid in the set too, and he's a head taller. And let's put him right in front of the door and see if that's kind of a little bit more of appropriate. Sorry, one of my neighbor's dogs keeps barking and won't shut up in the middle of the night, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm working on it. Sorry if you could hear it. So yeah, Hagrid's a little bit more appropriate size for the store, in my opinion. So, but he is included in the set, which is a good thing. And I think this is the same Hagrid we've gotten before. However, he does come with a, I think, exclusive tile of Harry's parents with him that you see at the end of the either Philosopher's Stone or Sorcerer's Stone, depending on where you're from. No back printing whatsoever. One day I would like to see a Hagrid with back printing, which would be good. And there's his printing underneath, which kind of I think is actually pretty good. It kind of shows his age a little bit more than kind of the other ones I've seen. Okay, so we got everything on the platform squared away. Let's detach the track because this thing is so long, so I can more easily turn the station around, and we can look at the interior. Here we go. We got 3 rooms to look at. And the first one, let's start on the far left, is a bathroom. We got a little bit of stickers here of a witch and Slytherin graffiti. This window is kind of low and kind of an unfortunate spot because you can see through it compared to the toilet. And we do have some toilet water there. Nothing on the far side. Now we'll get into, I guess, the main proper entrance for the station. And you can see both sides actually have a fireplace and they're built exactly the same. So we have a brown little frog here, a gold stud, a platform 93 tickets, a quill on the desk, a phone on the back, and you can see the 2 stickers. I really like this map of England. So there's that. And we get Hedwig here, which is facing in a letter on the platform. And these are kind of detached, so if you want to extend the platform's length, it's very easy to do so. So with all that, there's actually one more thing I need to show you, and I forgot to grab it because it's such a minor thing. And I'm not cutting for it since it is such a minor thing. This set comes with a little green frog as well. I think this is supposed to be Trevor the Toad since Hermione's trying to help Neville to find it on the first journey to Hogwarts. And I guess I'm just going to leave him on the station platform right there. And there he will stay because I forgot about him and he's going to get lost otherwise. So that is everything with this new version of the Hogwarts Express. To be honest, this is my, let's see, I got the very first one. I got the 2010 one, 2018, and now this one. So this is my 4th one, and I will be combining them all together into, I guess, a better Hogwarts Express, at least one that I am more happy with, and hopefully that goes well. And I will be making a video on it once it's complete. So remember to subscribe to basically see it once it's done. And let me real quickly get the train put back up and get at least one last look of all the set together. Oh yeah, I wish they had magnets still to connect the train, but apparently they're saving those for Lego City. But because like those Lego train magnets are pretty hard to get hands on, so that's another problem I guess to see with the set. I'll put Hagrid on the platform back here. Okay. And this track is just barely long enough to get the full train on there. And last but not least, the conductor. So tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Goodbye.